At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Let's go. Jackrabbit. Jackrabbit. Set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game. Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Strike. Check. Strike. Red. Cycle. Check. Huh?
To throw now. Here's Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
At the 43-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Love wants to shift things around. On second down now. Goodson. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Third and 9 here. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 28-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down, here's Pickett. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Trying to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ultra. Hey, Porfirio. Ready?
Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They just do get the playoff. Love going to throw it. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tyler Goodson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Anders Carlson, the kickoff for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris to the 43, second down. The Steelers at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Smack, smack. 62 blaster. Cut.
Following the interception, Love. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we
So
go.
the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
On the double.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set.
Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Yellow. Go. Green back. Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run again with Harris. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Pickett. Got his man, it's Warren. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have the Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really They've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Okay, ready?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Love looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Love, they go play action now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he stopped immediately there. Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Pickett on second down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Love now. And that's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Pickett going to bootleg it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Play action this time with Love. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's one. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. On the give, this is Harris. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Pickett back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. George Pickens with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Yellow, 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Ready.
On first down, Goodson shedding the tackle. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap. The gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me
review.
see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept turning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
On 2nd down, Goodson. Nice footwork at the 25. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Black watch. Opposite. Freeze.
Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tyler Goodson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Packers 14, Steelers 7. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll run on first down. Goodson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll send Reed in motion left. And now Love going to change things up. On first down, Goodson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Hey, go steal. Ready?
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest his kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. There he goes, right side. Now he's loose at the 40. Najee Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 73 yards. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
On the double.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7.
Quick, yellow. Set.
Up the middle they go. Goodson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Let's go.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3. They'll try the left side. Goodson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 13 yards, first down, Packers. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down. Goodson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no left.
And they'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Tyler Goodson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's first and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Again, it's Harris on second down. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A big play looming on third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes.
Ready.
Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. This is first and 10. Here's Pickett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
On second down, this is Harris.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Looking deep here for Dobbs. He's got it at the 15. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Pickett. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
4 yards. Complete to George Pickens. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 1-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Here's Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. Now Pickett. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Here we go.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and inches.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Packers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.